Imagine, if you will, a world where dinosaurs never went extinct. How would our world look today? Ponder on this fascinating concept for a moment. About 65 million years ago, a mass extinction event, triggered by a colossal asteroid impact, wiped out about 75% of all species on Earth, including the mighty dinosaurs. Now let's flip the script. What if, instead of vanishing into the annals of history, these colossal creatures survived? Evolving and adapting over millions of years? Yes, you heard that right. Picture a world where the thunderous roar of a T-Rex isn't just a sound effect in a movie, but an everyday reality. Where triceratops roam in herds across plains, and pterodactyls rule the skies. It's a thought-provoking idea, one that flips our understanding of Earth's history and our place in it on its head. Intrigued? Let's dive deeper into this alternate reality. First, we need to consider the science. Could dinosaurs have survived the cataclysmic event that supposedly wiped them out? Let's dive into the potential of survival. The science of survival is a fascinating one, and it's particularly interesting when we apply it to our dinosaur friends. The KT event, also known as the Cretaceous Tertiary extinction, was a catastrophic event that led to the extinction of nearly 3/4 of plant and animal species on Earth, including most dinosaurs. But what if some dinosaurs could have survived this event? One theory suggests that dinosaurs could have adapted to drastic climate change. You see, after the KT event, the Earth's climate shifted dramatically. The planet cooled and seasons became more pronounced. Some scientists propose that dinosaurs, being the incredible creatures they were, could have adapted to these changes. Just as modern-day creatures have evolved to survive in a variety of climates, from the scorching Sahara to the freezing Arctic, dinosaurs too might have evolved to handle these new environmental conditions. Another theory proposes that dinosaurs could have survived by downsizing. Size does matter, but in this case, smaller could have been better. The idea here is that smaller species of dinosaurs, which needed less food and could survive in a wider range of habitats, could have outlived their larger counterparts. In fact, this theory isn't too far-fetched. Birds, which are considered by many scientists to be the direct descendants of dinosaurs, are a testament to this possibility. Finally, let's not forget about the power of evolution. Evolution, as we know, is the process by which species change over time in response to changes in their environment. It's entirely possible that some dinosaurs could have evolved into completely new species, better suited to survive in the post-KT world. With survival plausible, our world could indeed have been a very different place. Assuming dinosaurs did survive, how would they fit into our current ecosystem? Let's dive into this fascinating scenario. Picture a world where the thunderous footsteps of a Tyrannosaurus rex are as commonplace as the chirping of birds. In such a world, dinosaurs would not exist in isolation, but rather as part of our ecosystem. In terms of the competition for resources, it's clear that dinosaurs would be big players. These colossal creatures were known to consume large quantities of food. A single adult Brachiosaurus, for instance, could consume up to 200 pounds of plants a day. This enormous appetite would put significant pressure on our flora, which in turn could impact the survival of many herbivorous species. But it's not just about food. Water, too, is a vital resource. Dinosaurs, like all living creatures, needed water to survive. Their large size meant they would require substantial quantities of it, potentially leading to shortages for other species. Now, let's turn our attention to the impact on other species. Predatory dinosaurs like the Velociraptor or the T-Rex could pose a significant threat to many animal species. These fearsome hunters would be at the top of the food chain, potentially leading to the extinction of many modern species unable to adapt to such formidable predators. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The presence of dinosaurs could also lead to the evolution of new species. For example, smaller mammals might evolve to become faster or more agile to evade these giant predators. Plants might develop new defensive mechanisms such as thorns or toxins to deter herbivorous dinosaurs. In the grand scheme of things, the presence of dinosaurs in our ecosystem would cause a major shakeup. From resource competition to altered food chains and the potential evolution of new species, the effects would be far-reaching and profound. Undoubtedly, dinosaurs coexisting with modern species would significantly alter our ecosystem. Now let's ponder over an even more intriguing question. How would dinosaurs coexist with humans? Imagine, if you will, a world where you might see a Triceratops at a traffic stop or a Velociraptor roaming in your neighborhood park. Such a scenario would undeniably necessitate significant alterations to our existing infrastructure. Buildings would need to be more robust, highways might need higher fences, and our public transportation system would require a serious overhaul to accommodate these massive creatures. But it's not just the physical alterations that would be required. The presence of dinosaurs would undoubtedly pose a profound danger to humans, especially when you consider the carnivorous species. T-Rexes and velociraptors, known for their predatory instincts, would certainly not make for friendly neighbors. Measures would have to be in place to protect human lives, quite possibly resulting in militarized zones or specialized law enforcement units trained to handle dinosaur-related incidents. However, let's not forget the potential benefits these prehistoric creatures could bring. In a world where dinosaurs and humans coexist, we might find ways to utilize these creatures for the betterment of society. Perhaps the strength of a triceratops could be harnessed for construction work, or the speed of a velociraptor could be used for rapid delivery services. The possibilities are as limitless as our imagination. Of course, there's also the darker side to consider. The exploitation of dinosaurs could become a grim reality, with these magnificent creatures being used for entertainment, combat, or even as a source of exotic food. The ethical questions surrounding such exploitation would undoubtedly be a contentious issue in this alternate society. In contemplating this coexistence, we must also consider the potential cultural impact. Dinosaurs could inspire new forms of art, literature, and even religious beliefs. They might become symbols of power and strength, or perhaps cautionary tales of nature's wrath. In a world shared with dinosaurs, human society as we know it would be unimaginably different. We would live in a world that combined the modern with the prehistoric, a world where every day would be an adventure, and a world where the line between mankind's dominance and nature's raw power would be forever blurred. But what about evolution? How would dinosaurs' continued existence impact the evolutionary trajectory of other species? Let's dive into this thought-provoking question. The survival of dinosaurs would have undoubtedly cast a profound influence on the evolution of other species. Picture this: a world where the colossal dinosaurs never faded away. In this scenario, every living creature would have to evolve in a way that allowed them to survive in a dinosaur-dominated world. Imagine smaller mammals, the ancestors of modern humans. These creatures might have needed to develop heightened senses or exceptional speed to evade their dinosaur predators. Perhaps they'd evolved to be nocturnal, taking advantage of the cover of darkness to avoid daytime hunting dinosaurs. What about the birds? Today's avian species are the descendants of small, feathered dinosaurs. But if their gigantic relatives were still around, would they have evolved to fly higher, faster, and further to escape their grasp? Or perhaps they'd become even more adept at camouflage, blending into their environment to stay out of sight. And then, of course, there's us, humans. Would we even exist in a world where dinosaurs never went extinct? If we did, we might look and behave very differently. Our ancestors would have had to adapt to a challenging and dangerous environment, potentially leading to remarkable evolutionary developments. Maybe we'd have evolved with a more robust physique to fend off dinosaur attacks, or perhaps we'd have developed a heightened sense of hearing or sight to detect these predators from a distance. The survival of dinosaurs could have also impacted the evolution of plant species. With large herbivorous dinosaurs munching away, plants might have evolved thorns or toxins as a defense mechanism. The interplay between dinosaurs and their environment would have undoubtedly driven the evolution of a diverse array of adaptations. In essence, if dinosaurs had not gone extinct, the evolutionary arms race would have been ramped up to an extraordinary level. Every living creature would have had to adapt to survive in a world where these titanic creatures reigned supreme. The course of evolution could have been dramatically altered, leading to a radically different world. So, what have we learned from this thought experiment? We've delved deep into the realm of possibility, exploring how our world might have been shaped had the dinosaurs not met their fateful end. We've assessed the scientific plausibility of dinosaur survival, a topic that stirred debate among experts and enthusiasts alike. We've ventured into the ecosystem, examining the profound implications of cohabitation with these ancient giants, a dynamic that would certainly introduce new challenges for biodiversity and resource distribution. Our journey didn't stop there. We've also pondered the societal implications, contemplating a human society coexisting with creatures of such immense size and strength. And of course, we've considered the potential impact on evolution, a process that could have taken a dramatically different course, shaping unique species and ecosystems. While it's fascinating to imagine a world shared with dinosaurs, it's safe to say that our world would be vastly different and potentially more dangerous than the one we know today.